good. Hello, everybody. Whoever is out there right now.
Is anyone there?
Anyone there? Is anyone out there?
Hello, hello. Oh, yeah, we're totally winging it this morning.
we are
and
winging
someone
it.
said, someone's like, yeah, my friends who don't really know you guys think it's super boring the way you start because they don't know your stories. They don't really care.
Who's that? Who said that?
Jennifer.
Oh, well. What are we supposed to say? You want to say?
I don't know. I guess we're supposed to start with a song and dance to draw everyone in.
Do.
Yeah. So we can't.
Okay,
do that.
so, but I am Linda, and that
I'm
is
Sue.
Sue.
Mm-hmm.
And we are with the Yarn Bar in
Here we are.
Billings, Montana.
The day after Labor Day. We had a nice, we were closed Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, so we have no idea if people were downtown
Yeah.
Saturday. Well, Carrie and
Yeah,
I
I
had to
don't
run
know.
down on Saturday morning to get something that she needed. And then, and the farmer's market was happening, but we didn't go. And the parking lot for us, our shop was not quite as jam-packed, as it sometimes is
right.
for a farmer's
Yep.
market. So I don't know.
I guess I did go to farmer's market Saturday morning.
Oh, was it busy?
Yeah, it was pretty
Okay.
busy.
Yeah.
And we had fun. The kids were with us, and I put a sword fight up on our story.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
And they didn't know each other. They just happened to be both had their
cute.
swords. So
Yeah. Boys, that's fun.
I know, it's
Super
pretty
fun.
funny.
Good, clean fun. With
yeah.
balloons.
So you can.
Yeah.
What'd you do this weekend?
Well, so my daughter and her boyfriend are here. They got here Thursday. We just hung out a little bit on Friday. Friday night, we went to Burn the Point, the annual, what is it, Chase Hawks Memorial fundraiser weekend.
Is that? Oh, okay.
That's what it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's always that Friday of Labor Day weekend. So, and it's all the cars. With some of them are super cool and old, and
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 some
others
people
are
just
just
like
like
want to show
they
off their car because it's
pay
cheap.
their $20, and
to
it was
be
a
in a
big
parade.
long parade. So we sat through some of that, and then we moved on down to the art house where there was a pop-up chef, and it was really good, Chef Ash.
Mm-hmm. She does a lot of dinners over at Kirk's Groceries.
Right,
yeah.
Ashley. I can't remember her last name, and the art house, it had a nice crowd in there, dining away with a very lovely menu. The brunch for Sunday looked especially good, but we weren't here. So then Saturday morning we packed up a lot of stuff and went out to the cabin. And so Carrie and Michael got to see that. Now there's just one of my kids who hasn't seen the cabin yet. Hi, Ed.
Oh.
I mean, he's seen it, but not in its
more finished
to
state.
stay there. So anyway, pressure's on for him. But yeah, it was good. It was a nice weekend. We got a lot done at the cabin. A landscaping company had dumped a large load of gravel that needed to be distributed, and Mike did not want to pay the really large fee for that service. Anyway, so Mike, he's like, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I'll just do it. And so, but Michael was there. He is 29, so the M&M show went into gear.
Oh, the M&M show.
So there
Not
was
the rap guy.
Yeah, there was gravel that was moved. Thank you so much, Michael Cooper. And anyway, so that, yeah, I mean, I'll share some pictures, I guess. It was, anyway, so that was Friday afternoon. Saturday afternoon, because we didn't really get up there. We only took one car. The car was crammed.
Oh my God, with the air fryer.
I know, I had to bring the air fryer. I forgot something. What did I forget? I forgot like a spatula, whatever. It's not totally set up, obviously. But we set up twin beds. Those had to get out there. That was all taken care of. Michael Cooper put that together while Mike Baker was, I don't know, laying down weed barrier. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, so then we had a great dinner at Prerogative Kitchen, Bread Lodge. Nice Bread Lodge, was very busy. Then Sunday, sort of a later start to the day, but nice cabin breakfast happened successfully. Thank you. And then we took off on up to the top of the pass, and we hiked to. There's a series of little lakes near to the top of the World Cafe or store or whatever, to like Becker Lake and Jasper Lake, and I don't know. Michael and Carrie went a little further. It ended up being for them 12 miles out and back, and for us it was 10.
No, thank
and it
you.
was like probably 2 miles too much for me. I think everyone's feet were just like, oh, you know, it was beautiful. It is
Time
really
for that
beautiful.
hot tub at the cabin.
And that's not going to happen. I'm not a hot tub fan. So, but yeah, it was. So that was a lot. Oh, but the tub, we've got a tub. Anyway, and so yeah, try it. That works. Got some Epsom salts. Yeah, so it's coming along. It was fun. And then more gravel was moved yesterday. Carrie and I went to the Red Lodge Art Show, the Labor Day Art Show, which was nice.
What is that? A lots of different all around town, or just
no?
one
It's at the
specific-
Lions Park, and it's been I've heard of it for years. We've just never gone to it, and I saw I saw Tiffany. I did from far away from Frey Every Day.
Okay, did she have a spot?
No, she was just there.
Huh.
And then Brockles was there.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Oh.
So, and I got some beautiful pottery from a vendor who's from Big Sandy, and another one from Bozeman.
Wow.
So there were some, so it was nice, and it was hot. Yesterday was warm in Red Lodge, and it was hot here. Good Lord.
It was. So,
Yeah.
we had a fun weekend. So we are some of Jasper's friends, John and Caitlin. They are from Denver, and they came up for the Bird
And so how did you
Mural
meet them?
Festival through mopeds.
Oh, okay, fun. That's good. I wondered
Apparently,
about
a lot of mural people are in mopeds. So
Okay.
anyway, I find out. So they arrived on Sunday,
that. And they're from Denver. Okay.
and they do this for a living. Like after this, they'll be in Boulder to do one. Then they have to fly to Georgia for one in
Wow.
October. So yeah, it's really fun. They do have other little jobs that they do because
Okay.
you know, as an artist, you never get paid enough. But yeah, it was super fun. So then yesterday morning they went over there. The building had already been prepped. It's huge. If you go down 2nd Avenue, really all the way till you can't go any farther, that is where the building is
Oh,
at.
so it's near Toucan.
Yes, it's only
Oh,
2
cool.
blocks past Toucan.
Okay.
Um,
I know where it is.
And
Nice.
they do, I put it on my story, so if you
So
guys...
is that where most of the murals are concentrated? Like
all
way
in the
down
Bird
there?
District. No,
No,
they're
just all
kind of,
over. Okay.
there's a good map on the Bird Instagram.
Oh.
You can see where all of them are at, and
Okay.
you can kind of look up the artists. They're all mostly pretty fun. A lot from Billings, but few from out of town. So,
Nice.
so these guys do it. This building is so huge that they have to utilize something called a doodle grid, and it's funny because there's a lot of other really big ones, but I don't see anybody doing this. So this seems really unique.
These are pros.
Not to them, but it is pretty unique. So what happens is you just do spray paint doodles all over the building. And then they'll superimpose their artwork on top of a picture of the doodles.
So then they can work off that.
Right, that's how they use it for reference points. So
So cool.
you won't see any doodles when you're done, but I did some fun ones and had some yarn bar references in there.
I'm like, cool. That's going to be a fun mural. There's like yarn bar on it.
And I'm like,
And I did think,
I said,
okay.
spot the knitting instructions because I put a couple of.
I saw a
little-
couple of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
So anyway, I went over there this morning, and they are starting
it's
to
gonna rain today,
go.
maybe.
They actually said that shouldn't be too much of a problem
use
unless
spray
it's
paint.
a downpour.
Okay.
Yeah, they use spray paint. So yeah.
So how long are they supposed to? How long are they taking to do their murals?
Well, they're going to be at it all week.
Okay.
So the actual like festival time I think is like Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Okay.
Like I think when things are starting to get finished. But if you look at the map, you can start going around. It's really fun to
Could
see
be
the
like
processes.
mural stalking.
Yeah, there definitely will be. And on the flip side of this building, which is owned by a friend of ours, Cindy Walters, there's another mural artist working on the other side of their building that will be more visible to, like, because it's way down there by where Main Street goes into First Avenue, so
Okay.
a lot of people will be able to see that side too.
Cool.
They're everywhere, so yeah.
That'd be fun to do a little field trip, see those.
Oh, I know. I was hoping that we could do that.
Well, and then the distillery Undammed is going to be opening at their new spot in September.
And they have one.
Do they?
They'll have one.
Cool. I saw Red Ox has one.
Yep, Thirsty Street's gonna have
Oh, yeah.
one. There's some businesses that I'm not really aware of, but you really
Fun
have to
stuff.
hand it to the businesses because they did do kind of a monetary donation to
We
be
donated
a
a
part
small
of
amount.
this. Right, but these guys probably did a pretty big amount. But I'm glad that we did because what we did was help pay for paint and stuff like that.
That's got to
So,
be a huge
yeah,
expense.
it is. And when I was talking
And yeah,
Caitlin,
not going to go that
the
far.
lifts and stuff that they use are really expensive to rent, and some company in Billings donated all of them
Wow.
to all of the artists. So
Wow.
and she said she felt like this is the one of the most community centered events that she's been a part of. So I love
so
to hear
cool.
that. Yeah.
That is great. Have they done any others in Montana?
Nope, this is their
Okay.
first one.
Huh.
So
Cool.
I was
well,
telling
that's
them about
gonna
a
be
little
some-
spot in the alley that I thought would be a little
another spot.
yeah, an art for us.
Yeah, that's really cool. I think exciting things are happening. We've got last week they announced the winners of the grants for the
Oh,
Battle
yeah.
of the Plans, and so Frey Everyday is going to do her second location downtown.
Yeah, we don't
She
know
got
where
funding
yet.
to do it.
Yep.
I mean, I think these are businesses that are probably going to happen anyway, but I think they submitted plans. They had to do quite a bit of legwork, and then those plans were evaluated, and there's funding to give. So two businesses. Frey Everyday is expanding. She got the expansion business funding, and then Pete's Meats.
Yeah.
New
Yeah, I'm kind of
business
excited about that.
coming
really.
to downtown. So an old-fashioned butcher shop,
Right.
and hopefully cheese.
Yeah. We're
I-
putting
like,
in our
everyone,
words
and
for
that
cheese.
like Carrie, I was telling Carrie about it. She's like, "Oh, there should be cheese." I mean, I think I don't know. So anyway,
Well, I think
yay.
that would be a good idea. Cause it'd be a great way to get people in there. Wouldn't normally buy if they're vegetarian or whatever, but
No, I think, and he's going to be sourcing local beef
Yep.
or local all meats. He
Right.
said he has relationships with all kinds of meat people.
right. But
Meat
he's not going to do
growers.
venison and that and
No, not
now.
like wild game.
Right,
No,
right. He'll leave that to the
that's someone
experts.
else.
So
yeah. So
for
anyway,
that. So
that's fun.
I don't know when he's planning to open, but
He already has his spot, and he
Right.
was, I think we can say, right between
Yeah.
Hannison Home and the Army Navy store.
right. I think it's in the old First National
Was it
Pond
pawn shop?
building, I think. So yeah, he was going to do it anyway. So I'm excited. This is going to just help. And there was a lot of really good businesses.
And there's another one that I think is going to be going ahead no matter what, because they already purchased the land, the building, and that's that.
the Firestone Food Court.
Yep.
Yep.
So I think that will open up a lot of opportunities.
So that's
also
going to be
for other
kind of
food
like
things.
an indoor food court, or no, it's going to be outside, but it'll be more like a permanent,
right
semi-permanent
permanent
food trucks.
with picnic tables out like center, like, so food trucks will be parked permanently. Maybe they sign a contract for a year or something. I don't know how that'll work. And then there will be bathroom facilities with the opportunity to eventually do an indoor restaurant. I
Right.
think we missed part of that presentation, but yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
anywho.
so we're really excited about all those things. And speaking of the art house earlier, I saw that they're having Beetlejuice this weekend. So
Oh yeah, the new one.
my house crew, we're all gonna go on Thursday.
I
think.
heard that that's supposed to be pretty good actually, for as far as sequels go.
Oh, I
And
hope
that
so.
Tim Burton had some sort of a weird lag, like, meh, and now he might be back.
Oh, okay.
That was the
well, they
critic
have most
thing
of
that I
the
heard.
original cast, except I don't know if they have Gina Davis and Alec
I
Baldwin.
was never honestly a huge Beetlejuice fan, but
Oh.
I know a lot of people are. So
Oh, well, yeah, it's fun.
I mean,
it's
yeah.
one of those fun things.
I don't like fun at all. So Um,
I
But
know that
anyway,
you're so boring.
I'm so boring.
Jeez.
No hot tub. God, what's wrong
I
with her?
know. Okay. Well, we did do some nitty stuff, right?
Yeah.
While we were, I feel like having the 3 days was incredible.
Oh, for you.
Although I will say, I meant for knitting.
Oh.
It looks like it was for you.
I mean, not really. I didn't honestly do that much. But
I felt guilty almost with every stitch. Like Jim's working downstairs, moving things around. I'm just sitting outside watching him walk by.
isn't it funny? I just think so, Michael and Michael, I used to call Mike Michael, so it's just kind of funny. But so, I don't know, maybe it's just, and Jim, I think these men in our lives collectively, I think, are super intense, like don't know how to chillax.
Right.
And don't want to. Okay, so the downtime at the cabin for Michael Cooper was working on a puzzle.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I gotta get this done. You know what I mean? So it's like super goal oriented. Meanwhile, the downtime for Carrie and I was, knitting. I was cleaning a little bit because the place needs to be cleaned. But and she was so funny. She's like, she finished her
The little
Jessie
mock
made
mini.
mock crop, whatever it was. I don't know what it's called. It's a lot of
Mock
words.
mini.
Mini
Crop
mock
top,
crop
I
top.
think.
She finished it. She's like, no, you can't take my picture. I don't look cute. So she'll do it later. But that got done. And then she's like, I can't wait to start my next sweater.
I know.
And so she did on Sunday while Michael and Michael
What's
were
that
like
gonna be?
moving the rocks, hard physical labor. Carrie's like casting on for her next sweater.
What is the next sweater?
She's doing a Lily Kate cardigan.
Okay.
And she got some very pretty Nora wool
Excuse me.
Karumi.
Oh, right. Yep. Yeah, I know which one.
Not
you mean.
halloumi, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Not the cheese.
And she got it on sale at a shop in Denver. She can't remember the name, which I think says something. But it's wool and it will be beautiful. And it's anyway, so she was working on that and then she's like, I'm getting really sleepy. So she laid down and took a nap. Meanwhile, Michael Cooper's like dripping sweat, comes in for water. She's sleeping. I'm like, I took a picture of her, took a picture of him, like shoveling these rocks. I mean, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, but by the end of the 3rd day, I looked at Jim and I said, I can't do this anymore. I can't do nothing anymore. So I went down, I worked on sewing my rug for maybe a half an hour, and then I'm like, oh, that was as much as my fingers could take.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when I'm retired, I'm gonna have to join something, because I don't know how people do it. I could not just sit around and knit all day.
No.
I mean, I enjoy it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Well, I think the other thing, we love social interactions. So, yeah, anyway, it's funny. It's funny to think about all of it. Yeah, so anyway.
Okay, well, we did get knitting done.
We did get some knitting done.
But not like done. We got some stitches made,
Carrie finished,
but nothing like done.
Right, Carrie finished her project.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been working on, this is for the shop, so this was going to be a cowl, but I don't think it's big enough. It might be for one of the little kids, but it's from the Doodle
So
deck.
cute.
Aren't those
Yeah.
fun? So I
The
think
Ghosty Pop's
I know,
hilarious.
I used the autumn deck. That's got like all autumn related, anything like scary, harvest,
Scary to pretty.
tree, yeah, And then the monster deck though probably has more scary-ish. I think these actually
Did
came
you put
from
those
this
from
one.
the monster? Oh, I thought.
this
I
one's
thought they
from
were
the
all
monster.
in. Okay.
No, I had looked at. I ended up switching, and the reason I switched was, all of my images seem to be like
kind
the
of
same
graphic.
size,
Okay.
sort of. So,
That's the beauty of having more than one deck.
right, and
But
then
can you keep them straight? I mean, do you get them all mixed up? Are they
no,
color
well,
coded?
these are color coded.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a couple autumn decks that we had before, and they are not. So she has changed a few things. So I think that's
okay.
why.
Maybe
so
we'll put them on sale.
this was my this is what I'm gonna do next, and then I'll finish it up like hat wise.
Yeah, I think that's
But
a good idea.
the cauldrons, I think I'm gonna put right here, and it's gonna have an orange background. They're gonna be gray, and then I thought the little like, you know, speckle smoke could be like that, or I don't know, a color.
Okay.
That would be pretty. So anyway, and it's so fun to make. I guess I could probably get through one of these like 1.5 in a day, and so I moved along fairly quick. I think it's really
Cute.
fun. And I did a corrugated rib here. So if you don't know what that is, that's knit with one color, purl with the other color. So,
Cute.
but yeah, super fun. I kind of scrammed for some little green yarn for my pumpkins.
Adorable.
For that, yeah. So I think you guys should totally get on board.
Yeah.
And I forgot to bring my sea hat, my
'Cause you
SeaWorld
finished
hat.
it.
I did. It's at home.
Cute.
So, but it's really cute.
Did you
yeah.
block it?
Yep. Yeah, you kind of have to.
I know, for the color work.
Right.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I'm working on this Jane Richmond men's classic raglan, and I've done one ball basically. I'm ready to divide for sleeves, and it's great, easy knitting. Just potato chip knitting.
I just love that it's so rando, especially with like when you're doubling it up. So then your speckles are like so very random and no pooling.
Yeah,
I think that's
this
gonna
yarn
look
would pool
really
anyway.
good in a sweater.
I'm toying
think-
with maybe putting a stripe right like around the chest, like, but I don't think I will. I think I'll keep it pretty basic.
Yeah,
for him.
I think your boys are in different ways.
I
are
think in
kind
a
of-
way this yarn is kind of interesting enough
right
in my mind.
Uh-huh.
So, but I will
Is
say,
this sort of a V-neck situation? Kind of looks like it.
she didn't do any short rows. It was all knit flat and then you join. So I think that's how she did her shoulder,
Right.
her
right.
rise in the back.
Mhm.
So anyway,
I love it.
nice.
I love
yeah,
it.
kind of fun. I could have done more, but I didn't have my pattern, and I didn't know how many to cast on under the arm, and I wanted to keep it probably.
guessed that.
No, I kind of wanted to keep it to pattern.
Well, you
and-
probably got it on your phone. The pattern.
No, because you have to fill in a chart. You have to fill in like all the things.
Oh, I got.
And
you.
I was gonna text you and have you do that, but then I'm like, oh my
You
god,
mean, like
you
go
would
to
have
your
been
house.
like, no, like figure it out.
Oh.
You'd have to go to the chart and look at the size and write in all the numbers and circle the
Hey,
things.
you
And
know,
I'm
I
like,
would
okay.
have done anything for you, Sue. I totally would have
Also,
done
our
that.
cell service is a little lacking there, which is fine. It's so nice to not be able to really access anything. So, my parents came out Saturday evening, or was it Sunday evening, with some food, and we had just. I was so crabby that 10 miles.
Were you hungry?
I was probably hungry. I was definitely dehydrated because you just don't drink enough to. But we saw a lot of people. Mike's like, I haven't seen this many people ever. You know, I don't know. The
Suddenly,
Beartooths,
it doesn't seem quite so like out in
the
nature when you
Beartooths
see a million people.
Well, I mean, it's not like you had to, but it was just like more than. It was more, and you know, I think the Beartooths are pretty special. Michael, he's like, the Beartooth Highway. He's like, I've never, you know, Colorado is amazing, but I've never seen this. He's like, this is amazing. So, yay Montana, yay Beartooths.
You know, Jim's told me he's working on a new project with a group. I think it's out of Bozeman. It's called the Nordic Ski Club. And he had a chat with them. He's creating like a logo for them. And I said, well, because it's mostly cross country. And he said their club is mainly geared around grooming the trails. And they do a lot of trails around golf courses and stuff like that. And he's like, I said, do you think you'd want to start cross country? And he's like, yeah, I think that would be fun.
It's a lot of
So,
work.
yeah,
but
I know.
I like it better than downhill. It's not as expensive and doesn't require the boots that you can't move in and stuff like
I
that.
just don't want to go uphill.
It's
I'm
yeah.
okay with going downhill.
Right, maybe,
I just
yeah.
don't want to go uphill.
So anyway, and then Red Lodge made the list. I think it was Travel and Leisure's list of like
Really?
number one destination little towns, mountain towns.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
I mean,
And-
good. And,
Right, I know. And Red Lodge was also on, I think, an Architectural Digest list.
Huh. Wow.
So just don't turn into the next,
like
you know,
Aspen, Colorado.
fill
Right.
in the blank. I'm not
Right.
going to say it.
Right. I said it. Something.
There's other ones
yeah,
too.
I
Not
know.
going to say it.
I know.
We're not, anyway. So yeah. So we have a few things. I mean, now it's like we have to ease back
Okay,
into the
now
shop.
I want you to get out a piece of paper
Right.
and get your
Get your
calendar
cheat
out
sheet out.
because we have a few events that you probably want to take part in. So, are we doing it in order? So,
Well, I
Okay.
did make us a list.
all right, okay.
This coming Friday, coming right up, 4 days away?
Yeah, party with Paul.
Paul Hazemeyer
Sorry,
is
I'm
back
just
in
sneezing
Billings. Okay, bless you. Yeah, so Paul, our friend Paul, Billings native, has just returned for a very brief stint in Billings before he goes to, I'm pretty sure, New York.
Right, and we'll
The
get the
Big
scoop
Apple.
on that for sure.
We want to catch up with him. He's been out of the country for
In
a
Europe,
year
Latvia.
doing his Fulbright scholarship in Latvia.
Uh-huh.
I believe he just published his third article for Modern Daily Knitting.
Yep.
So he finished his Latvian, the Fulbright. We've got to find out what the status is on that book he was
Yep.
there to write about, or Latvian
And he was in
designs.
Portugal, right, for the puppets.
No, that was in Prague.
Oh.
I think it was the Prague.
Oh, but he did
thing.
go to Portugal.
He
I
did,
think.
and then he did a little bit of since he was there, and he had another thing lined out for this puppet thing that he had already committed to. He spent a couple of months just like on his own, and so we'll find out about that. I am most curious about the Latvian. I mean,
Right.
You know, he was there to be an ambassador for the U.S. and I think he probably did a great job at that.
Yeah.
So, but I'm curious. You know, that's great.
Yeah, we want to hear all the
So
scoop.
Paul will be here, and then we'll find out about his future plans. So, if you can come, we'll be open till 8. It is First Friday downtown. Okay, and then Saturday we've got. I just put this in there because Knit One skipped a week our beginning knitting class. So the final class is Saturday, and Block of the Month class that meets every month with Cindy. Like if you're watching and you're in those groups, have you done your homework?
Yeah.
That's Saturday. And then the 13th, which is a week from Friday the 13th, already
Yep.
almost the middle of
Freaky
September.
Friday.
Got a couple spots left for Liz's.
Yeah, it's filling up. Like it took a little bit. I
Yeah.
think people don't like to make too many plans far away.
I know, no one likes to plan
So
ahead.
yeah.
Dye
So-
workshop. So it's like summer camp for adults.
Right,
like
and you'll
activity.
basically be dyeing two skeins of yarn, but in two completely different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be really fun, and your fee pays for all of the supplies.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to just walk in, just wear, like an apron or your crummy clothes because
Find
you
your
are
lab coat
working
if you
with
have one.
dyes. So
Liz has a lab coat. So yeah. So that's a week from Friday. And then the 14th, the Felix sweater class starts. I think everyone in it has gotten their yarn.
yeah,
but
it's pretty
we have
exciting
stuff
to
going
look
on.
at.
Then the 21st, which is a Saturday, if you are in the Steeking group, that met a long, long time ago. I don't know that we've reminded people of this.
Right.
The Steeking workshop for the academic vest is on the 21st, and that will be in the afternoon, and that's with Liz, and we will remind everyone personally about that. Maker's movie night.
Yep. So put this on your calendar, September 24th. It's Devil Wears Prada. The lights will be up. We rented the art house. We're going to have our own theater. And so you can register on our website. You can pop in the shop. if you come that night, just bring cash because it'll be easier for us to.
Unless it's full and we can't bring
Right.
it. I
Right.
would recommend just getting a ticket
Yeah,
and
right.
putting it on your calendar. Like someone said, oh, I don't know if what I'm doing or we have to go somewhere. I said, well, you can plan around that.
That's right.
You could do this and then leave town the next day.
Right.
Okay, and then, so bigger events. We just finished Shirties.
Yep, and we're still posting those on our Instagram. They're really fun if you want to see all of them. There's video on
So
YouTube.
many cute
Yeah,
tops and
so
so many stitches were
What
knit.
great
That's
idea!
awesome.
I wish we could like count them all.
Really, knit and crocheted. Okay, so we've got Hatsies coming up. We've decided to do Hatsies or cowls.
Or cowls. So
Cowlsies.
the doodles would be like the best, one of the fun, best ways to do that. So, sorry.
Sorry.
Got something
That's okay.
stuck in my
So
throat.
that's gonna be October, the month of October.
So cast on October
yeah.
1, and then October 31st is in the middle of the week, but that is your deadline.
Okay.
So,
Make a hat. Plan, this time of year, who doesn't need a new hat?
I know, and voting will happen really quickly after
Yeah,
that
she's
because
leaving
I'm
town.
leaving town, so I'm gotta get it
You
all
gotta
together.
get your poop in a group.
Yep.
So that is for October. And also in October, we are having UF October, unfinished objects. Think about that.
So,
So UF October, not UF October, but UF October.
is that like the first time you taught that?
No, it isn't.
Oh, it is for
Oh,
me.
yeah, not UF October.
I
but-
didn't put my. I'm in the gutter way deep, and I didn't do that.
So unfinished October. So everyone has UFOs. So look around, find
So
your favorite
the way
UFO.
it's gonna work is $5 per UFO. So
per object.
you're gonna put the $5 in a pot, and then when you finish your object, you'll have a chance to win the pot.
The pot.
The pot. So I mean,
Yeah. So the more the merrier.
right? Like put in all of
And tell everyone you know.
friends and enemies, frenemies.
So unfinished and look around. If you feel like, and we want it to be sort of, we'll have you be accountable when you submit like your name.
Right.
We want to know what you're going to do. We're probably not going to need to assess it or anything. We're not doing that. There was another shop that was doing something like this, and we thought that's kind of a neat idea. How can we tweak it? And so they had something that was going like monthly.
It seemed
We're not
kind of
doing that.
complicated. We don't like
We don't want to.
complicated.
We want to just try it and see what the response is. And we know everyone has an object, has things to finish. So if you've got something that's pretty close to being done, finish it.
Yeah, hold off.
Yeah, really.
Till-
Well,
So-
yeah. And so, can your Hatsies be that? No.
No, but the other thing is,
Like if you've
is
got
so
a single sock laying around,
finish it.
the other one.
But also, we talked about if you've been working on a sweater and you've just been kind of holding back on the sleeves or whatever, finished object could be just the sleeves.
Right. You could say
Or
I'm
sewing it together. That could, so it doesn't have to be like a whole garment. You can if you want,
Right.
but you don't have
And-
to overwhelm yourself like that.
Yeah,
either,
so I think everyone can probably figure that out. But I've got the blanket that I started in 2020 that's a scrappy blanket, and that I'm not going to say
Yeah.
that's going to be finished.
yeah, because that's a lot.
Yeah. But
So.
probably, boy, that little tank top that I didn't finish. could
Oh
definitely
yeah,
go.
I always wonder what I have.
Okay, and also people who work here are not eligible for the
Right.
pot.
Although we do encourage you to finish objects.
I might put $5 in just out of the goodness
Right.
of my personal heart.
Right. Your personal heart. Not your impersonal
Okay.
heart.
So yeah, so $5. So that's UF October.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We've got a mitten exchange that will happen also, and it's not two mittens, but it's one giant.
Mitten.
Door mitten.
Shrek-sized mitten.
Okay.
So I think we figured out the dates, but I don't remember them right off the top, and we didn't
We'll-
write it down. So
We'll get it organized too, but that's going to be an old-fashioned exchange where you make the mitten and then come and gather, and we do the
I
whole
do remember
exchange.
when the gathering will be. It was the first Friday in November.
Oh, right. Okay,
Right.
great.
Right.
Yeah, so that the felted door mitten pattern, we have about 10 copies in the store. We'll have to order more if we have more than 10 people participate, but we can definitely share the copy with you so you can get going. You make a giant mitten and you felt it, and then it is a fun
You can use them
decoration.
as Christmas stockings. You could use them as a door
Decoration.
A door decoration. I mean, this one definitely is not like Christmas, but it's kind of an all year kind of thing. But
I did one year for like a PTA fundraiser, and I did a bright pink, and I just put a simple like rhinestone heart on it.
oh, okay.
And the gal who got it, I mean, she's like, I love this as a Valentine door decoration. So
I made like a copper
yeah.
colored one for Maddie for more like autumn type stuff. But you know, the seasons, I mean, when I made it, you know, she had just moved there. I don't know, like now her fall is like the opposite of ours. So yeah, I don't know when she uses it, but
so the door mitten is just a fun, they're cute. So anyway, we thought that could be a fun little community exchange thing.
yeah. So we'll
we'll
hand
talk
out
more
more
about it.
info on that.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's past time.
Wow,
so
we have jabbered.
I know. So, and for people that didn't have any plans, like
People
really,
are so boring.
I didn't really say that. I mean, I did, but I didn't mean it. So anyway, you guys have an awesome week,
Yes.
and
thanks
we'll
for
see
watching.
you around here next time. Okay?
Happy September. It looks like it's just gonna storm or something all day long here.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy back to school for
Yeah.
all of the Billings school kids.
I know Jasper, or I should say Jasper Silas,
Is
is
he
started
off?
first
Aw,
grade.
Cute.
See you.
Have a great day.